Hello, Instant Teams. I'm excited to be here with our community today. I'm going to give it a few minutes for some of our friends to jump in. But while we wait and see if anybody hops on live today, my name is Peyton Schultz. I am the Senior Recruitment Specialist here with Instant Teams. Excited to take a little bit of time this afternoon to hop on for one of our job marketplace party lives. And this one is a value add for you guys. So today we are going to touch base on a topic that is near and dear to my heart and something that I became pretty passionate about a few years ago after listening to a webinar actually with a LinkedIn expert. And it's something that I feel every military spouse, every veteran reservist should really have an opportunity to understand how LinkedIn works and how they can leverage it in their career space. So that's what I'm going to talk about for just a few minutes with you guys today. If you're watching this live or at a later time, always feel free to drop a comment. Happy to answer any questions that you guys might have as we go through all this. So we're going to jump in. We're going to talk about leveraging LinkedIn as a military spouse. And the first thing that I want to talk about is optimizing your LinkedIn profile. But first and foremost, I think that the biggest thing that everyone as a military spouse, veteran, or active duty member, you military spouses, your active duty members get this as well, is that LinkedIn provides 1 year of premium subscription to every military spouse, every veteran, every reservist out there. So utilize that. If you are, you just made a big move, you have a PCS and you have really been struggling to find, a new job at your new place, or you are at a point in your life where you are ready to change careers and get serious about finding that, landing spot for your lifelong career. Utilize that 1 year. It is only one free year at this point in time, but just use that when you are ready to. LinkedIn Premium allows you to, just get a little bit deeper in with the different people in your area that you can connect with. It allows you to connect with recruiters. So definitely suggest grabbing that and utilizing that freebie as a military connected individual. As far as optimizing that LinkedIn profile, we'll kind of start top to bottom with your profile. So when you log in, the first thing that you are going to see on your profile, and the one and only thing that people see when they engage with you on LinkedIn besides your name, is going to be your headline. And so first things first, come up with a headline with a purpose. Instead of just your job title, I would challenge you to utilize something that is value-based. What do I really, really want people to know about me beyond that I'm an administrative assistant? You might be the best administrative assistant in the world, but let's hear a little bit more beyond that. Are you an expert in remote operations administration? I would also challenge you to add in that you're a military spouse open to new opportunities, or maybe you're not open to new opportunities right now. Add that you're a military spouse. I know that for the past several years has been something that is a little bit leery, but the truth is, so many people are out there looking specifically for military spouses, and adding military spouse to your headline, and maybe if not your headline, to your about section, which we'll talk about next, allows people and companies to find you and try to recruit you, as well as allows other members of the community to connect with you and see that you're also a military spouse. So add some value beyond that job title to your headline. Your about section. Your about section is your place to put your pitch. And that is your elevator pitch. That is for you to authentically share your story. I like to tell people your about section is more of your cover letter, but make it fun. LinkedIn is still supposed to be a fun place where you can authentically be yourself. And you also have, your space that you place all of your jobs, which again, we'll talk about later. So that about section is not a time for you to list out every single job title that you've ever had. It's about that time for you to share your authenticity and your story. So you could always touch on your military spouse background and your flexibility and adaptability and your transferable skill set, the challenges and the peaks that you have experienced as a military spouse. You could share something that is really close, near and dear to your heart, that you feel really is a big part of your person. One of my favorite about sections was a previous coworker that I had who was a Harry Potter fanatic, and everything in her about section, while still about her professional and personal life, related back to her Harry Potter skills. So make it fun, make it authentic. And last but not least, make sure that you have a professional picture, a professional photo on your profile. Keep it simple, keep it friendly, keep it well lit. Profile photos receive 21 times more profile views than anything else on your profile. That's huge. So if you want to make that good first impression, make it friendly, make it professional, make it simple, make it well lit. Next time that you guys are getting family photos done, have them do a side headshot of you, and there you go. There it is. So those are just a couple of the things that you can start doing to optimize your profile. Next, I want to touch on getting found by recruiters. As a recruiter myself, I get to see the back end. And so there are a couple things that you can do to make sure that your profile is, at the top of the list when a recruiter goes in to search for an ideal candidate. First and foremost, if you are open to work, you can turn on open to work, but maybe you don't want it public or don't feel comfortable to do that. You can set it to recruiters only. And so you don't have to have the banner up on your photo if you don't want to. You can still set that you are open to work and kind of put yourself in that category of, hey, I'm here, I'm open, I'm ready. Next, the algorithm of the recruiting side of LinkedIn is going to search your entire profile for all of the job titles and skill sets that are something that the recruiter is searching for. So the recruiter may plug in that they are looking for a customer service representative or a virtual assistant, whatever that job title might be. They might plug in a couple skills that they want, years of experience, certain attributes that they're looking for. And the algorithm of LinkedIn is going to spit out a ranked list of candidates on LinkedIn. And so what my advice to you is, include every single experience you've had, whether it be volunteer work, whether it be that you worked and did it 10 years ago or more. Include all the experiences, include all the job titles, and also it's okay to cater a job title or an experience a little bit more specifically to the job that you're looking for. So say you've been a customer service representative in as a cashier and your title was cashier, that is still classified as a customer service representative. You've been servicing and serving customer services. So really, just look at your job titles, look at the description of them. How can we cater those specifically to the job that we're looking to get, while, of course, first and foremost, being authentic and truthful in our experiences. But list them all, list everything that you've done, volunteer experiences and everything. And then last but not least, joining military spouse or industry-specific LinkedIn groups. There are hundreds of groups out there that are for military spouses, and many recruiters join those groups to post their jobs. Same thing, industry-specific jobs. So if you are looking to get into marketing, there are tons of marketing groups on LinkedIn. Join those, make the connections, and watch for the recruiters to jump in and find you. And then to stand out in the crowd, there are lots of people on LinkedIn. What can you be doing to get your post seen, to get your profile seen, to make connections? First and foremost, engagement, just like on any other social media platform, is key to getting your stuff seen. So sharing weekly is my suggestion. Sharing weekly, commenting daily, as well as connecting daily is kind of the range that I have seen suggested and proven to work. So engaging, that could be posting or sharing a career win, job search tips, remote work insights, maybe just an uplifting story about your experience as a military spouse. Engagement increases visibility. And then, like I said, trying to comment daily, making 1 to 3 comments daily on posts in your industry or posts by recruiters. This gets your name out there. It gets seen by recruiters, other spouses, people at companies you're targeting. And same thing on the connection side, connecting or making those connections, friending those people in your industry, fellow military spouses, and people connected to companies that you're targeting. That will also really help get your name out there. And then if you feel like you want to take that step further, especially if you have LinkedIn Premium, you could also send over a quick LinkedIn message. Hi, I'm a military spouse. I'm exploring remote opportunities in XYZ field, and I'd love to connect and learn more about what you do with your company. So just a quick little easy connection, adding that opportunity for you to have another person in your back pocket to connect with and learn from. And then requesting and giving recommendations. Social proof of your abilities builds credibility. Asking a former colleague or a supervisor or an employee to write a quick recommendation for you on your LinkedIn profile is great. And giving those recommendations also allows you to have that connection with others in your community and in your career space. So that's what I have for you guys today. One last bonus tip, there is a featured section, and this is a great place to drop your resume, a portfolio, a certification, or even a short video introduction if you are so inclined. It is a underused gold mine that pops up right at the top of your LinkedIn page that really gives that extra opportunity to add in more authenticity and a little bit more idea of who you are. So that's what I have for today. I don't think I have any questions, but as always, if anything does pop up after today, more than happy to connect and talk more leveraging your LinkedIn. I hope that maybe 1 or 2 things popped out with you today that you're like, okay, I'm going to go take that to my LinkedIn, or share some of these ideas with a friend. But really excited to have some military spouses strengthen over there on the LinkedIn side of the career search. But as always, you can check the job marketplace here on the Instant Teams community app for all of the jobs that we have live and that we're currently hiring for, which is a lot. We had a lot of new jobs drop this week. So if you haven't checked the Instant Teams marketplace yet and you're searching for a remote position, we hope to see and hear from you soon. But appreciate you guys jumping in with me today, and best in your career search. Have a great week.